What's up, y'all? I'm sitting here and we about to talk a little bit about this Super Bowl with the Chiefs and the Eagles. So before we get up into that, man, y'all go ahead and y'all hit the like button, man. I'm out here working while I'm on the road working. So you know what I mean, hit the like button, share the video, man. I appreciate it. All right. So this Eagles Super Bowl, right? I mean this Super Bowl. So I'm gonna talk to y'all a little bit about what do I think. You know, both of these teams have to do to win this game. A little bit about both, you know what I mean. Maybe so more on the Eagles side of it, but still, you know what I mean, I'll try to, you know what I mean, add some things in with the Chiefs. But when you look at this game is going to be obviously what defense can get takeaways from this offense, or what defense is going to slow down this offense enough, which offense is going to be able to score. This is going to be a hell of a chess match of a game, I believe, right? Because you got such a good defensive coordinator from Spags over there in Kansas City going up against this Eagles offense and Sirianni's offense, and Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback at running the RPO in the league. And hands down, he just is. Nobody runs it like him. I know it's such a simplistic offense in college football, but in the NFL, it adds a little bit of complicity to it, right? Because everybody has the speed, everybody has the strength. Now it's just reading, and Jalen Hurts is one of the best quarterbacks at reading and knowing where the mic is. Where's this Mike linebacker? Where's this most dangerous defender in the second level, right? Where is he at? Jalen Hurts is one of the best at doing that. He's also one of the best at reading these defensive ends. And then when you got such a good offensive line, it turns into a great offensive line when you're running an RPO also, because now you got, especially when you're running the read option, right? Because you got a dynamic back in Saquon Barkley and a dynamic runner of a quarterback like Jalen Hurts. Like, they both can hurt you tremendously, right? They both can go for a 40-yard gain immediately. So if you're Spags, you know this, and now you have to, now it's a chess match, right? And they like to stack. The one thing that they shouldn't do is try to run that same stack on that they did on Buffalo when Kincaid dropped the touchdown, when he dropped the touchdown. Like, that's one thing that they shouldn't run against the Eagles. And I say this because the Eagles are built to beat that defense. They really are. Like, and that's why I picked the Eagles to win this game, because they're built to beat that defense over there. The zero blitz, man, you know what I mean, man coverage, you know what I mean, at blitz, they're built to beat that. That's going to create one-on-one situations with those Eagles receivers that are really good, and they can be, and I think they're really underrated because they're underutilized, because we're paying so much attention to Saquon Barkley, and sometimes we forget that that's AJ Brown and Devonta Smith out there from Alabama. Like, we forget that that's who's out there at receiver for the Eagles, that those are weapons that really haven't, you know what I mean, they've been used in the clutch, you know, in these games, in those tough games, like against the Pittsburgh Steelers, my Steelers. They were used that game, and they can be used in this Chiefs game, and they can and the Eagles can beat you whether they're passing the ball or running the ball. Jalen Hurts is the quarterback, one of the only quarterbacks in the NFL that I probably would say is not bad, because he's throwing for under 200 yards. Because I believe if Jalen Hurts wanted to go out there, if I believe Jalen Hurts wanted to go out there and throw for 200, 250, he can do that immediately. I mean, easy. I mean, he has AJ Brown and Devonta Smith. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can go out there and do that without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can pass that ball if he chose to. And then if the pass is working and you're playing the pass on the Eagles, then you're really in trouble, because that means that you're not loading the box. And they're going to throw exotic blitzes. They're going to line up. They're going to hide a lot of the blitzes. They're going to line up and show that stack, and then they're going to drop out into zones. They're probably going to play a lot of zone. They're probably going to try to trick up and play some zone. See, Spags is known for man, right? He's not going to play man with the Eagles. Not with Saquon there. Not with Saquon. I guarantee you probably see a little bit more zone than you would see man in this particular game, because, you know, Like I said, Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback. He to run the RPO first of all, and then, like I said, once again, the dynamic runners back there, that helps the offensive line, in which, neutralizes Chris Johnson, one of your best pass rushers over there for the Kansas City Chiefs. And then you look at the way that, so where do you line them up at? And then you look at the fact that, if you're in man and AJ Brown is taking you one way, hell of a blocker, by the way. Hell of a blocker. And don't get it twisted with Devonta Smith neither. His little skinny butt put a block on you too. And that's what also makes them good. You know what I mean? So if they're running you out of the play and you got Saquon on the other side one-on-one with the linebacker, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. I mean, I'm not knocking on the Chiefs defense, but there ain't a linebacker in the league that could keep up with Saquon. I don't care who it is. They not keeping up with Saquon, and they're not getting Saquon on the ground. Let's just call it what it is. It is what it is, right? And that's the advantage that the Philadelphia Eagles have over the Chiefs. Now, I mean, the talent is there, but and the poise is there. See, they've played this team before. They've been in this situation already before. They arrived short. And I know that, and I think that they're going to come out poised, disciplined, knowing that they have to get out on this team and not take their foot off this team's neck at all. I think that this is the first time that the Chiefs have seen a defense like the Eagles. To be honest, this is just what it is to me. Because that defensive line led by Jalen Carter from Georgia is a hole plugger. Not only that, hell of a pass rusher. So good run stopper, a good balanced defensive lineman is so hard to find, and that's exactly what he is. He's going to cause problems. I still think that Chris Johnson may cause some problems, but I just think that Eagles offense is going to be able to make a couple of more plays in their possessions that they get than what the Chiefs offense will be able to do. Now, we know that, like I said earlier, we know that they like to come out of that zero blitz and man coverage, and they're going to disguise that at times, and they like to go to that play in the pinch. And the one thing that I think Jalen is going to be looking at is, are they going to run zone? Because I think you have to, man. You don't want to create one-on-one matchups with AJ Brown, because if you're going to give me a one-on-one matchup with AJ Brown, I'm taking that all day. You could put McDuffie on AJ Brown, but I'm taking that all day. I'm going to take that chance every day, all day. You know what I mean? Those two receivers, there's a couple that's in the NFL, but just two that pops up in my head right now. Man, one-on-one man coverage you don't want is DK Metcalf and AJ Brown, man. Those are two guys you don't want one-on-one. And I would say George Pickens too, but you know what I mean? There's other guys like, those big guys, physical receivers like that, DK and AJ, you don't want one-on-one matchups with them. No, you don't. You do not want one-on-one matchups. Devonta Smith he's going to open up things. They're going to have to keep an eye on him. It's just so much you got to look at with this Eagles offense, and the same thing with the Chiefs offense also. You know what I mean? Because you never know who Mahomes going to go to. They got so many different packages that they go to. They use a tight end set. And where they like to go away from Kelsey, and then they like to hit Kelsey, right? They like to go away from him, two tight end set, make you think that he's going to be the dominant tight end, and then they go to him, right? I mean, and then they like to use Worthy. If Worthy is open, they'll hit him. They like to use him on jet sweeps to try to get that speed going. Use some of that speed to open up the defense, or maybe to even back up the defense a little bit. And but I think, like I said, I think the Eagles are prepared for a lot of that. I think they have the talent on that defense to be, ready for everything that the Chiefs is going to throw at them offensively. And we know that Patrick Mahomes, he likes to look for Kelsey when he's in a pinch. That's just what he do. Like when his back is against the wall and he's cornered, he like to look for Kelsey. You know what I mean? Um, when Juju Smith-Schuster's on the field, he's like an extra tight end out there. They like to use him like that. I do like the way that they started using him from Pittsburgh because he's like another tight end, faster, more twitchier type kind of tight end out there for the Chiefs. And a lot of this is going to have to do with what Kareem Hunt is going to do, because Pacheco, I don't know if Pacheco is up to the task to run against this Eagles defense. We'll see. But he's been a little bit banged up, and I don't know if he's 100%. He don't seem like he's 100% because Pacheco runs very hard. I like the way Pacheco runs the ball. But we're going to have to see. I think Kareem Hunt might be the way to go. He got a lot to prove, and I think that Kareem Hunt is going to run very hard, and that's the physical runner with a little bit of twist that you're gonna need. You're gonna need one of them guys to step up. Everybody has about a couple of weeks into the Super Bowl, so they'll get healthy. They got a couple of weeks to get healthy. We know that Jalen Hurts been a little bit banged up, and they'll probably try to use that to their advantage. But I think that in these couple of weeks that they go into the Super Bowl, they will be prepared and preparing their bodies, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Obviously, he's been here before, so I don't know if he wants to let this one just slip away from him. So I'm almost guaranteeing that he'll probably be healthy. I don't know for it to be a fact, but I'm just saying, like, he probably be healthy, right? Excuse me. Now as far as the Chiefs and what the Chiefs are going to be able to offensively, I talked about them offensively, their defense, and I talked about a little bit of their defense. I talked a little bit about the Eagles defense. I talked about how important takeaways are, but one thing that we don't mention enough and we don't really talk about is special teams. Field goals and field possession in this game is going to be crucial. I know it sounds simple, right? You could probably say that for a lot of teams, but it's certain games. Field possession matter. Field position is going to matter in this game because you got Harrison Butker was a hell of a kicker, and I can't remember that. Damn, it's blanking out on me again. But got two good kickers, and special teams is going to have to be. It's going to be a crucial point because it seems like the Chiefs like to have these one possession wins. And even if they get down in the game, they like to come back, slowly but surely. Or they just like to kick field goals and just drive up the score on you like that. So special teams for both teams are going to have to be disciplined, and they're going to have to bring it. They're going to have to bring it on special teams, man. That matters. That's another facet of the game that I think is overlooked. And I think that helped Pittsburgh a lot. I think that because there's going to be 3 and outs in this game, right? Every possession is going to matter. So you're going to need one of those guys. You're going to need a strip on one of these punt returns, man. You know what I mean? So hopefully they hold the ball, because you're going to need something like that. And when in a game like this, you're going to need that every facet of the game. We know that coaching is going to be great. We know that the players on the quarterbacks are great. We know that these defenses are great. So, you got to look in other areas of the game to change the trajectory of the game, right? You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be important. It's going to be really important, man. Watch, just watch and see the game, how the game unfolds, and how this game looks. But man, I'm still taking Philly. I don't think I'm changing my mind. I think Philly is more. They have the more talented roster, of course they do. But not only do they have the more talented roster, they had it before, but I believe now this Eagles team is different than the Eagles team that was in the Super Bowl that they lost. Because, and I say this because it's a more mature Jalen Hurts that you have. He understands how to read this read option. How to run this read option like nobody else. I think this is the one defense in the NFL where that run pass option, it's almost the way he runs it. And the reason why this the offense scores so many points because it's almost unguardable. It's so many weapons. What do you do? What do you do? How, you know what I mean? It's almost unguardable. That's only because of how Jalen Hurts runs it. You ain't got to take my word for it. Go look up some Eagles highlights right now. After you get done watching this, go ahead and go type in some Eagle highlights and watch how he runs the RPO. Watch what he does to defenses. Now, say what you want about the Commanders' defense, but you got to remember they got a middle linebacker by the name of Bobby Wagner, one of the smartest linebackers out there. He's a smart vet. Bobby Wagner has speed, athletic, one of the smartest linebackers out there. And watch how he does that with him. Now, I know that the Chiefs defense is also going to be disciplined, but like I said, I'll say it before I get on up out of here. It creates some one-on-one opportunities on the outside for those receivers. You got it. Are you going to stack the box up for Saquon? Probably. And if you want him if you want to say Jalen Hurts has to beat me with his arm, I don't think you want to do that. I don't think that they want to play that type of game. Because he absolutely will. But that's what makes this such a good game. That's what's gonna make this such a good game. I know that we're about to have one for the ages. We so spoiled that we don't even know it. We about to get a game for the ages with us. But it's gonna be dope. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a dope game. Shout out to everybody up out there, Chiefs fans and Eagles fans, man. But I told y'all who I'm going with. I appreciate y'all coming through, man, and listening to me, man, and kicking it with me, man. Peace out. Hope that y'all have a good day, man. Y'all let me know. Give it, you know what I'm saying? Let me have it down in the comments. Let me know, man, what you thinking about the game and who you got. All right? Peace.